Alright, we are back for another episode on What If Humanity Restarted, episode 18. And I changed the hue color of Russia because I previously said I did not like the color. I think I said that, but if I didn't say that, I didn't like it. I did not like the color. I changed it to this blue type. I think it's fine as is, but we will get into more on the Russians later. But where we are going to start is going up to Scotland, and they're going to take full control over this island. And the proposal of the Union is getting very strong, and it's only really a couple episodes away at this point. Uh, these nations are getting very, very close to each other, and they both don't want the Union, so that'll be good for them once it happens. Let's go back. Alright, so now let's go back to the Russians. They're going to do more conquest. If not real nations, as not yet, they're not really strong enough for that yet. But they're going to take over all this land, and over here they're going to get a formal border with the Belarusian team right here. They're going to get this border with them. And now Ukraine is seeing the rise of this Russian power. Now they're kind of skeptical on this because Ukraine for the longest time hasn't really had a major rival. Well, actually no, they never have had a major rival. So having this big expansionist Russian country show up is not what they want at all. And they're getting very skeptical at this, and they're gonna monitor this Russian team. And because of this, they're basically gonna be forced to act and taking some land, and they're gonna take a whole lot of lands right here. So they're gonna take a whole bunch of land here, and yep. So they're gonna. Alright, so let's go over to Asia. We have more wars taking place because this place is not very stable, as in right now. Well, the countries are stable, but the relations over here is not very stable. So we have this team invading this purple team up here for no apparent reason. We then have this green team invading this team from the south, and then we kind of have the Persian team going like, oh, this is free land. So, okay. So, alright. Yeah. Alright, so they're getting slammed by the Persians. And, okay, these guys are getting in on this, and these guys, okay. Yeah, so this country's gonna die. But, we have, we have. And yeah, this Persian country is becoming very large. It is, from in modern day, it goes from eastern Iran to China. Is China? This looks like maybe not. Maybe it's not China in real life, but yeah, it's definitely a thing. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't update the map. Okay, well, I haven't been updating the map. I'll get to it eventually. I just haven't been bothered. And now we have this team going over and walking into this country, and we have the Persians also walking into this country. They're not taking a whole bunch of land. They only take this. They don't take this land. Yeah, so this team goes into here, and they wipe the whole country out. And, okay, the country's gone. But one issue is this: because of this, they have a breakaway region, and this whole area here will break away. Okay, so you just lost a few provinces, and their capital will get set up. Oh God, will be set up. like right around here. This circle is actually not that good. What the hell? Whatever. I'm sure this country will be gone anyway soon. Alright, so, well, you guys don't hate each other? No, not yet. Not yet. Alright, so, let's go over to Finland, where we have a lot of land being discovered. With help from the Russians, of course, Finland will go over and explore a lot of this land over here. Not all of this. Okay. And now, let's talk about, going back to the Russians. They will explore deep into Siberia. And, how deep? Well, they explore everything up to this lake here. They literally they explore all of this. Now, this is within, like, 5 years. But, yeah. It's, and then what they're gonna do is they're gonna claim, a metric ton of this land. Yes, they're now they're just probably the biggest country in the world. At this point, Ukraine is definitely not happy about this. So Ukraine will eventually there'll be a race for this land in the middle of them. So Ukraine will claim this before the Russians kind of swoop down and take everything else. So yeah, the Russians will just basically, yeah, they're just gonna take all of it. Okay, so the Russians are really big. But I mean, we have a new country showing up. Yeah, we get a dark green. Sure, we haven't used dark green in this series yet. Alright, new country. Old dark green nation. Actually, we like the color of that, actually. Alright, the capital will be right here in modern day St. Petersburg. And Finland themselves will start to explore more land. They will connect to this country here, but also do this. So another thing, why the Russians able to do this? Because no one lives here, and literally no one's living in this area. Like literally no one. Obviously, it's way too cold. But the Russians like this. They like the cold. How normal for that. All right, so let's go into some European wars. Yeah, this Greek team, they'll be invading this pink team. They got their independence back in episode 14, I think, but they're losing it again. And okay, well, they're gone. And once again, Greece is still on wanting the empire phase, and they want to attack more nations, but there's no one to really attack. They could attack the blue team, but you would lose this instantly, and you would probably stalemate them up here, but you would lose. They could go after the orange team, but there's no reason to. They don't really want that land. You can attack the pink team, but the pink team has really defensive capabilities. They would run you down, and eventually they would win. So the Greeks are just gonna have to build up for now. There's no place they can really expand us right now, even though they want an empire. That was their only option for expansion, but then they just did it. Alright, so let's go over to Africa, where we have more land being discovered. These African nations want to discover their continent a lot. So we have this area again discovered, and we have the Tanzanian country exploring everything right here, and then the Ethiopians discovering everything right here. This is essentially like a continental rapid discovery era for this, with all these different continents and Africa want the country explored, and them working together is going to make it easier for them. But now let's bring another country in here. We can't really do a blue country. We can do this country though. We have a nice country showing up right here, and it's gonna be quite big. And their capital is gonna be on the border of, yeah, we'll put it right here. These guys will expand. Like, they're gonna expand a little bit into this unconquered territory, a little bit, and then they'll just boom, boom. And so we're gonna basically just do this. Alright, so now Northern Africa, nothing's gonna change. Alright, so let's go over to what's it called? Asia. I'm kind of stupid. Alright, so the Koreans are going to once again explore more Japanese land and start taking a big chunk of it before the Japanese country shows up and stops them. And eventually these guys go all the way up until they reach the end of this island. And eventually like, alright, we'll stop now. Alright, so, and then Korea is also going to go all the way up here and claim everything up here. So that's everything for Korea, probably this episode. The Lime Team is different. The Lime Team is immediately going to take all of this and all of these islands. They will land on this island and once again focus on the coast. And now they will, they'll discover the island Borneo, but they will not land on it yet. They will also discover more islands right here, like a lot of them. I mean, they can kind of just go crazy here because the islands are so close together. So this island, but eventually they'll stop right, like probably right around here. They'll stop, yeah. Due to, we'll say weather. I think it's really, I think the weather's fine here, but whatever. Alright, let's go over here to India where they do more sea exploration. And they'll explore everything here. And everything right here. Alright, China. What sea do you want to explore? They'll explore everything right here. But they won't go any further. Alright, so now alright, back to the Atlantic. Alright, so these guys with the discovery of Iceland, it just fueled Western Europe to go over here even more. So we have the Spains, well, not the Spains, the Iberians want to make another way to their furthest island here from right there. So with the new boat technology, they will formally set it off and it will reach their destination, surpassing their expectations by a lot. And they will use that to explore all of this. And they are now preparing for a long voyage over here. But that's going to be a few episodes for them to prepare for that. But in the meantime, they will go over here and discover more islands very easily. And basically discover all of this coast. And they will immediately just go and claim all of the islands. We have the French building up their navy for the exact same thing. And the England and the Scottish are just working on themselves, but also building up the navy. So everyone is, especially in the gold team, everyone's building up their navy for this. The gold team is going to really just test what they can do against the more icy waters, and they're gonna wrap around here, once again surpassing their expectations, and eventually they'll just go here and discover all this with the help of the Scottish on their terms. But Eastern Europe is basically within a few episodes they will discover the new world, which they don't know if anything exists here. They want to find out. Alright, so now going over the Russians. They are going to be invading a country. Now, what country is it? They can't invade Ukraine. Ukraine's way too strong. They would crush Russia. They could invade the Sphinx team. The Sphinx team is relatively weak, but it's a pretty old country, and the Sphinx team has been in a few wars, so they know how to fight. Probably not good for them. They don't have any goals within this new green country, so that leaves with the Belarusian country, and they started their invasion. They've been planning this invasion for a long time. Well, I say a long time, but since the end of the first episode, and things will go very well. Their military is far better than really anyone really thinks it should be. But also, the Poles now see an opportunity. They invade. They invade from the west. The Poles see this as a land grab, and they invade them as well. But they only go up here, where they are like, this is all the land we want. Let's just let Russia deal with everything else, and yeah, they do. Very fast war, very easy war for the Russians, and yeah, Russia is becoming a very feared country, specifically in Eastern Europe, and Ukraine is especially not liking Russia. This is not what they wanted. Once this Russian state came around in like the middle of last episode, they were like, okay, this won't be a problem for a while, and it became a problem very fast. Not what they were wanting. So, that's not fun for them. But also these Central Asian nations, like specifically these four, they do not like the idea of a big Russia because, what's stopping them from invading? And because Belarus is stronger than this country, now Belarus has less experience than the Sphinx team. The Sphinx team's like, what if they chose to invade me instead? How bad would that have gone? And that would have gone extremely badly. So, this Russia is very quickly threatening everyone in the region. But let's not go down to Persia, where they are once again invading another country. And the country is the Sphinx team. They were going to invade this yellow team, orange team right here, but they have very strong connections with India, and India would not like that, so they're like, alright, let's not invade them, but let's invade you. And the pink team, because their core areas over here, fighting over here is a problem, very much a problem. But we have the Persians taking advantage of this, and essentially the war is basically won by default, as the resistance is minimal, and the people over here felt discontent from the government over in the west. So, yeah, this is going to be very easy, and eventually they'll take control of this area, and they'll call it there. This Persian country is becoming very, very big and very strong. And, they might start to... Now, I say eye up the Arabian team. Now, they want more land from the Arabians, but, you do that, and, let's see how that would go. Alright, that's a very big Arabia, so maybe they shouldn't do that. So, alright, so anyway, once again, let's go over to you, and, let's go over here where we have this pink country invading this country, but we also have Ukraine wanting to show off their muscles, and they do a double invasion. They invade both this country and this country. Now, talk about Ukraine, like, this is not something Ukraine would really be doing on normal base, but they want to show to Russia that, hey, we are a capable power, don't invade us, because they start to fear Russia and they start invading other countries because of that fear. So yeah, it's the Russian country is very much affecting Ukraine, and it's not awesome for them. But yeah, we just have the pink team just kind of gobbling both these up because Ukraine doesn't really want to fully annex these sides. They're just Ukraine's just like, hey, you can just finish them off. Now, I mean, this will deter Russia from invading them because I mean it's only smaller nations, but they're like, it's a big country. We don't want to deal with that, so we're not gonna invade them yet. Alright, now we're gonna go over to Poland, and they're done with not having any coast. They will be invading Latvia. Now, Poland is stronger than Latvia, and they will literally just go over here and take the coast. And they're like, hey, I will not go any further. I'm not even gonna interfere with this and do this. Like, just give me this coast and you'll live. And they're like, okay, sure, whatever. So Poland now has the coast. Happy. Are you happy, Poland? You invaded another country. All right, so the green team is going to expand a little bit, not much. This country is hopeful that Russia won't invade them, but they feel like it's only a matter of time. So they're gonna build up their military until for that moment. So now, all right, so I'm gonna cut the episode there. A lot of things have changed. Ukraine's going absolutely crazy because of this Russian country, and so we'll see what this brings up in episode 19. So see you guys in the next episode.